Hey guys, what's going on? It's King Clutch here, and today guys, we're back in the NBA 2K20. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to create Ben Simmons here in NBA 2K20. Now, honestly, this build, it's one of the strangest builds in the game. Recreate Ben Simmons. He's listed as a point guard. On the actual game, he's listed as a point guard, small forward. To get anywhere near his height, you obviously cannot make a guard. So I'm going to make this build a small forward to get it as close to his legitimate height, guys. So we're going to go with a small forward for this build. For this skill breakdown, like I've been thinking, there's multiple choices possibly. Maybe you could go finishing or finishing and playmaking. Obviously, Ben Simmons, he's not a shooter. He is not known for his shooting. For these, I was like thinking about that, but then I'm like, no. I kept thinking about it a little bit more, and I came up with another option. You can either go pure playmaking too, because that one you'll have the best dribbling moves. You'll be able, be able to dribble pretty well. Okay, let's go with the playmaking and the defending pie chart, because our driving stats are still good. Our finishing stats are still decent. Our playmaking stats are good, and our defensive stats are good. I know our shooting stats aren't the best, but Ben Simmons can't shoot, guys. So we're gonna go with that one there. When it came to deciding on this physical profile, I was like, oh, there's a few choices. You could go maybe balance, because Ben Simmons seems pretty balanced, strength-wise, vert-wise, and speed and excel. Or you could go maybe speed and excel and lower on strength. But I'm like, no. Those to me don't make sense. For this build, you kind of want to prioritize speed, because you're going to be a small forward. You also want to make sure you're as quick as you possibly can get. So I'm going to go with the pure speed pie chart to give us an 88 speed. I know you can make an argument for the other ones, but we are going to go with the pure speed pie. When it comes to these attributes, I'm going to go ahead and max out my driving layup, my driving dunk, my standing dunk, and my post hook, and I'm going to bring my close shot, it looks like, down to a 83 to give ourselves 15 finishing badges. I'm not going to touch shooting at all right now. I'm going to max out this ball handle, pass accuracy, and our post moves, but I'm going to take my post moves down to a 77 there. Then I'm going to max out perimeter D, interior D, lateral quickness, steal, and then defensive rebound. Now we have these last 26 points left. Now what you can do with these is, I was like, you could actually go ahead and split some of these if you'd like, but I'm going to leave them all on defensive rebound for badge purposes. Now you're thinking, oh, these last 26 points, I'm going to spend these on my post fade. Now the only reason I'm doing that is because I feel like Ben Simmons should have a high enough post fade, and actually I'm going to lower this interior D down a little bit, and I want to max out this post fade. I'm going to put it at a 71. I just feel like with this build, you want to at least have that post fade there, because if you're making this build around Ben Simmons' actual height, you're going to want to have that ability to shoot a post fade. So this is going to give us 15 finishing badges, 18 playmaking, and 15 defensive badges. Now, I know you can't really shoot with this build, but this build is very, very weird. It's just because that's how Ben Simmons plays. He does not shoot the ball. Like, he very rarely shoots the ball. Everybody knows that. So this is what I would do for these attributes, guys, and I'd put the post fade on there, but you don't need to put the post fade. If you were to not take the post fade, you could higher up your interior D and maybe your block if you'd like, or your offensive rebound. But I'm going to throw these on post fade just to have that, but that's, again, completely up to you. And then I'll throw these other two here on interior D. So we're going to have 15 shooting, 18 playmaking, 15 defensive, and then 1 shooting badge. So for the body shape, I'm going to go with built for Ben Simmons, but again, that's more personal preference. You can pick whatever you'd like. Now, for the height, guys, Ben Simmons, I've heard like he's 6'10", all the way to some people saying he's 6'8", back and forth. I've heard sometimes he's listed as 6'9", 6'8". Now, I'm going to go 6'8", because for one reason only. You could go 6'9", but that brings your ball handle down to a 65. And then if you think about putting your ball handle at a 65, you're not going to get the sigs, you're not going to get the signature styles for the ball handle, for your dribble moves, until you're a 99.9. So if you don't think you can maintain a 99.9 rating consistently, I would go 6'8", because this will put you at a 70. So then you'll at least have those. You'll hit 71, 72 ball handle at 96, 97 overall. So you might as well go 6'8", and then you don't have as big of a hit in your speed. But I'm going to go 6'8" for that reason. But again, if you wanted to make it more true to him, you could go 6'9". I'm going to go 6'8". For his weight, Ben Simmons is listed as, I've seen him listed as 230 or 240. Online, he's listed as 240. On 2K, I'm pretty sure he's listed as 230. I'm going to higher the weight up a little bit. I'm not going to go extraordinarily high, but we are probably going to put this at like 229 probably before we hit it. We are going to go 229 before we hit a hit in our excel or our speed. But again, you could go a little bit higher with that if you'd like. But that's what I would do for this weight, guys. Ben Simmons' wingspan is listed as an 84.3-inch wingspan. Now, with this build, I'm going to leave it in the middle, and it doesn't make any sense to go smaller because prioritize shooting, and Ben Simmons doesn't have a small wingspan at all. So I'm going to leave it right in the middle at this 84.8 wingspan, but you could make an argument to go maybe down or up even a little bit higher, but I'm just going to leave it in the middle. I feel like that is the best for this build. That gives you the most balanced wingspan. Now, for these takeovers, you get 4 choices. So this was part of the reason I wanted to upgrade that post fade and max it out, because you have the choice of getting post scoring takeover. You could make an extremely toxic build by picking post scorer takeover with this build. I'm not going to do that though. You can make a case for every single one of these, to be honest. The best takeover this year is slashing takeover. I would say the best takeover overall is slashing takeover, then probably lock takeover. Those are probably 2 of the best guard-ish takeovers that you can pick this year. But I'm going to go playmaking take, because you want to be quick with this build. If you're fast with this build, being 6'8", 6'9", you'll just be able to run by people because you're going to be bigger than guards. You're going to be 3 to 4 inches taller than guards. You're going to be quicker than centers. So overall, you're in a middle spot. And 2K really finessed small forward builds this year. I'm going to go playmaking take over this build, but you could definitely go slashing, lock, or post score, depending on what you wanted to do. We are going to get a facilitating finisher similar to LeBron, Jimmy Butler, and Scottie Pippen. And I don't agree with that at all, because this build can't shoot at all, and those guys all can shoot the ball. So regardless of the point, we're getting a facilitating finisher, guys, and I feel like that is a good representation of Ben Simmons. But again, the similarity to, I don't agree with it all. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I would put for these badges. This last shooting badge, I'm like, really, you can put it wherever you'd want. I'm going to put quick draw on bronze, but again, you could put it wherever you'd like. I really don't think it makes much of a difference. Just put it on quick draw so you have at least somewhat of a sped up jump shot. Now, with these finishing badges, guys, I'm going to put contact finisher on gold. I feel like that is a no-brainer. You're going to want that. I'm going to put fancy footwork on silver because it's OP this year. It's cheesy. You need to have it. I'm also going to add giant slayer on silver, relentless on silver, slithery on silver, and consistent on silver. I feel like those are, if you have the option to use all of those at least on silver, I would. And now with these last 2, I'm just going to put fancy footwork on gold, and I'm going to put relentless on gold. I feel like those are things that Ben Simmons should have, and you can make an argument for any of the other ones, but this is what I would do for these finishing badges. And gold contact finisher, you'll get plenty of contact dunks with that. I'll go ahead and do these playmaking badges, guys. I'm going to put handles for days on gold. I feel like you're going to want that for this build. I'm also going to put quick first step on gold. I feel like you're going to want that. And now, since we picked playmaking takeover, I'm going to put ankle breaker on gold. And actually, I'm going to hire handles for days and quick first step up to Hall of Fame. I feel like those you need those. Like, to be able to dribble consistently with this build, you're going to want that. And we'll put ankle breaker on gold just so we'll have the opportunity to possibly snatch some ankles. Now, what I'm going to do with these last ones is I'm going to put downhill on silver. I feel like for this build, you want that extra boost of speed running down the floor. You're going to be taller. You could get rebounds. You can run in transition with this build. So you might as well get downhill. Now, these other badges, what you could do is I would put unpluckable and tight handles both on here on bronze at least. Now, I'd also put bailout on bronze because if you go up for a layup, you want to be able to pass out. There's been a few times where I've seen Ben Simmons clips of him where he passes out of a layup attempt or a dunk attempt out to somebody in a corner. So I feel like bailout would be something you'd want. I'm actually going to put unpluckable and tight handles both up to silver just to have those. But this is what I would do for these playmaking badges, guys, and I wouldn't put Space Creator on here because you're not going to be doing much shooting with this build. When it comes to these defensive badges, I'm going to put Intimidator on Hall of Fame. I feel like you need that. Like, there's no question about that. You're going to want it. Now, I'm going to put clamps on silver. I feel like Ben Simmons plays great defense, so you're going to want clamps. I'm going to put pickpocket on silver. I'm going to put pick dodger on bronze. I feel like for having a build that isn't a center, if you're going to be any sort of a perimeter defender, you're going to want pick dodger on. That's just how I feel about it. I'm going to put interceptor on silver. I'm going to put rim protector on silver and chase down on silver. I know this is a lot of silver badges, but if you wanted to, you could lower some of these. But I feel like chase down and rim protector, you're going to want that with this build. Being taller, you can get some good chase down blocks. I get plenty of chase down blocks with a 6'5 guard. You can get plenty of chase down blocks with a 6'8 or 6'9 small forward. And you're going to want intercept balls that are in the passing lane. I feel like these are some defensive badges that help represent what Ben Simmons does, guys. Overall, I feel like this is a good way you can build the Ben Simmons type build here in NBA 2K20, guys. Now, overall, I'm going to say the build, this is the end of the build video, but I'm just going to quickly talk about this for the 2K, the trailer that dropped today, all the covers dropped today. It's, what day is today? July 2nd. I'm just going to talk about this in case you guys were confused. So, they had the 2 covers, one for they had the current gen covers, the current gen $100 Kobe version, $100 next gen Kobe version. So obviously there's a difference. So what they said, guys, just in case you guys were confused, your VC and your My Team cards will transfer over from Xbox One to Xbox Series, that's PS4 to PS5. Your VC, your My Team cards will transfer over. Your MyPlayers, they didn't say anything about that, which I kind of understand. They're probably going to switch some things around and I would imagine that's going to be kind of different. So the good thing is your VC transfers. But if you guys were curious, if you buy the $100 current gen version of the game, you would be getting that version of the game, and you would also be getting the original, like the $70 Zion version of the next gen version on Xbox One or PS5, depending on whatever console you bought it on. So if you buy it on Xbox, you need to get the Xbox Series X to get the game. Same thing, PS4 to PS5. And it's the same thing. So if you buy the $100 Kobe version on the Xbox One, you're going to get the original, regular, standard version on the Series X. If you buy the $100 version on the Series X, you will get the original, regular version of the Xbox One copy. Anyways, guys, if there's any more builds you guys want me to do, please put them down in the comments below. I really do enjoy doing these builds for you guys. And again, if you guys are new to the channel and want to see more 2K20 builds, please subscribe to the channel, guys. But anyways, it's been King Clutch here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Anyways, have a great rest of your day and peace.